Rosa and I am back with another makeup tutorial, but this time I am doing...
Side note, if you see me looking at the background a lot or making faces a lot at the background of the camera, it is because my roommate Kailey Love is in the room with me. And continue.
The Black Dahlia makeup look. So the Black Dahlia is based off of this woman who was wanting to be an actress, and she was actually found with her body like scattered everywhere in California, like cut up with like a fake smile on her that was like cut, and it was crazy and bloody and gory. At least that's what I know from American Horror Story, because that's where I got the story from. Today I am doing a Black Dahlia makeup look based off of one of my favorite shows, which is American Horror Story. So how I started off this makeup look, you could use this for Halloween or something since it's right around the corner. I just pinned my hair back, and my hair is naturally curly, so I just left the natural curls in there because we're looking for like more of a 40s styled look. And then I pinned like 2 fake flowers that I got from Walmart. So how I'm gonna start this look, first it's gonna be very like simple, basic, and then we'll get into like the bloody gory, so you can like fast forward in the video if you want to get to like the gory part, I guess. So first I'm gonna start off with the eyes with my concealer from Nars, and I am just going to place it everywhere and do like triangle shapes, I guess. Not really sure. And I'm doing it all around my eyes because this concealer is like a little bit of a brighter color than my skin tone, so that way I can look really dead behind the eyes because I will look very dead. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my not so clean beauty blender because I forgot to clean it after my last video, but it's fine. And I'm just gonna beat in the color all around my eyes and blend it in. Okay, so now for the eyes, I'm gonna do a very like simple eye look because that's not the point of this video. So for the eyes, I'm gonna go in with a very basic simple eye look because this is the 40s and they weren't as like bedazzling around the eyes back then, and based off of the look from American Horror Story, the most basic thing she had was eyeliner. But I'm just gonna add in a little something something around the eyes, and I'm gonna use my Mixed Metals palette from Profusion, and it's got these like pretty like 9 shaded colors or whatever. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Polite and fluff it all up around my eyes. This would be, I guess, like the base color of it, to just start off with like a matte base look after doing all that concealer around my eyes. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Awake, which is like a shimmery gold color, and I'm just gonna pat that in right on my eyelid. And it's just gonna be like very simple, very basic, like not much going on, just a little something to capture the eyes. And finally, I'm gonna go in with the shade Ella, which is like this shimmery white color, and just putting that on my inner corner. Now I'm just gonna go in with a simple black liquid eyeliner. This one's from the Color Workshop, which I think is a Walmart brand because I get my makeup from Walmart. But I'm just gonna do like a simple like wing on the eyes on both sides. Okay. I kind of screwed it up on this side, like they don't look the quite same, but like I said before in my last video, eyeliner is like sisters, not twins, my friends. And then finally for the eyes, I'm just gonna go in with my little brow spoolie. I'm not even gonna like fill in my eyebrows, and just kind of like touch them up, brush them up, make them look nice, pretty, and chic. Now oops, I forgot. I'm gonna go in with some mascara, just a little bit from Artistry Studio, their 3-in-1 lash boosting mascara, and that is it for the eyes. So now I am going into the face. I'm gonna use the Truly Matte Foundation from LA Colors, which is one of my favorite brands. I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on my beauty blender, and then put little dabs all over my face, and then just start beating your face in. I don't think I'm using that term correctly, but it's fine. It amazes me like what foundation like does to your face, and like how it just completely like wipes everything away. Wow, I have no flaws? What? Alrighty, I'm going to go in with my LA Colors 3D Blush Contour Palette. Has a little bit of highlighter, a little bit of contour, and a little bit of blush. I think I'm gonna skip the blush, or I might add it. I don't know. Let me do the contour first, and then I'll see what I decide. I'll go in with just a little bit of blush, just a little bit on the apples of the cheeks. So now it is time for the fun part of this video, and that is to do the blood and the gore and make myself look scary. So I'm gonna go in with Nye Lip Pencil and trace out my lips and kind of like the design I want to go with. So I'm kind of following a photo, like specifically the one where she's like dead from American Horror Story, and I am tracing out one side like this, and then the other side I'm adding a little bit more like weirdness. So this is what it looks like traced out. Now I'm gonna fill in just my lips with some red lipstick, and I'm gonna kind of use a combination of this creamy lipstick from City Color collection and also Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick called Unicorn Blood. So I'm using a little bit of both, and I might mess up the lipstick a little bit later, but I just wanted to place that in before I like started getting some other stuff in. So now I'm going to use some liquid latex, which liquid latex does not have the prettiest of scents, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna use, ooh, it smells so bad. I'm gonna use it to put it on this outline, and then I'm gonna add tissue and then add another layer on top, and then probably like cut the tissue in. What I do like about this liquid latex it's from Nye, and it's just a little one. What I do like about it is that it's kind of like a brush, so it's easy to like put on. And then I'm gonna get some napkin tissue and separate it and add some on top. And now I'm gonna add some more on top. I was like, keep going, it's gonna be harder to talk.
You know, it's just voice over later.
Mm-hmm. So this is me now doing the voiceover. Hip hip hooray. It was really hard for me to talk or try to explain what was going on, just because like once I started putting it on my face, I have a very expressive face, and any sort of movement felt like the latex and the paper towel, tissue paper, whatever, was gonna fall off. So I'm just finishing up the right side of my face, and now moving on to the left side of my face and outlining with the liquid latex. This is a very long process. Like, this is, I believe, a 13-minute video, but it was like an hour's worth of footage. It took a very long time to like perfect it and get it right, and to me it still wasn't perfect, but it is what it is. I still think the end result was pretty good, but I just placed some tissue paper on, and now I'm placing more liquid latex on top, just going back and forth between liquid latex and tissue paper. So now I am making the incision. I'm using like cuticle scissors because my regular scissors weren't working, but it actually worked out really well, and I'm just adding some more liquid latex into the inside to make sure none of it falls off, and then I'm cutting away the smile on the left side now. And I'm just pulling at some parts because, like, obviously if you were cut up, your skin would be coming up a little bit. LOL, gory, ha ha ha. So now I'm going back in with my foundation and beauty blender and just making sure that the tissue paper matches so it really looks like that's my skin and it's not just something placed on my face. Also, you may not be able to see at some points what I'm doing on the left side of my face because of the mirror. But now I'm going in with this red coral color and using it all inside the smile and putting it some on the outside of the smile so it can really look like irritated and red and nasty and such. And then I go back in with the beauty blender, and now I'm going with the Bruise Wheel, and I'm using a stipple brush and starting off with kind of like the darker reds, the ones that look more like purple-ish than red, bluish, and stippling it in to make it look very textured. And I went back in a little bit with the Jeffree Star lipstick. Checking myself out. And I had to like fix some of the cutting a little bit to make it look more like crazy and gory and nasty, so I was just like perfecting it, making it like that. And I went back in a little bit with the beauty blender too, just because, you know, gotta make sure it looks more realistic. And I'm just going back and forth with this process of like stippling, maybe using some of the beauty blender and such. Now I'm going in with the fake blood, the fun part. So I just used the end of my makeup brush and started gooping in all that fake blood inside the smile, a little bit on the outside of it, so it can look really like crazy and realistic and nasty and gory.
How does it look? I think it looks good. Try it a tooth.
So I'm just putting the last finishing touches, kind of going back and forth between blood and foundation. Alrighty, so that is the end of my video, and the reason I wasn't talking throughout this whole time is because like every time I would move any sort of muscle in my face, like I felt something like twitch and move and stuff. But this is the final Black Dahlia makeup look. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what kind of makeup looks you want to see next. It could be glamorous and beautiful or bloody and gory. But I had a lot of fun making this video. It was just very hard because I had to like sit still for so long. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias at the Ashley Rosa, except for Snapchat, which is at flowerrosa0410. And again, I'm Ashley Rosa, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye! I guess you'll know this because you're in here.